Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. Yes, my throat is still sore, but cricket has always been my great love. So let me kick off here as today's cricket show is all about the Indian Premier League 2018, which is probably, as I said, today, the first match of the Indian Premier League 2018 is going to be played between the reigning champions Mumbai Indians and Chennai superkings, and it is going to be played at the Mumbai's hideout, which would be the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. And I, being a person who hails from Mumbai, really gives me a strong feeling of the Mumbai Indians Chennai Super Kings match, as one would understand. Well, so let's talk about this particular game. So I'm going to do the preview of the this particular lung opener, which is coming up tomorrow between Mumbai Indians, reigning champions of the Indian Premier League, and Chennai Super Kings. Now, Chennai Super Kings, I'll come to that. But before I go and talk about both the teams or do a preview of this particular game which is coming up tomorrow, first I'll have to say, let's talk about the IPL. This Indian Premier League is going to see a lot of changes. The first major change that one is seeing is that Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals are back into business. So they have a different captain. So Chennai Super Kings is going to be led by Dhoni, and the Rajasthan Royals will be led by a new captain, Ajinkya Rahane, because of the episode that happened between Australia and South Africa, where the Australian players, Stephen Smith, David Warner, Cameron Bancroft was never in the IPL, so it was all about David Warner and Stephen Smith. Well, putting that aside, before doing the preview, let me tell you the new things that one is going to see in this IPL is going to be, first is the DRS system that has been employed. So every decision could be, and not every decision, they have a certain quota, but at least in a very crucial time, if at all the DRS is available, that would do really wonders for them. So the decision review system is going to be experimented in the Indian Premier League. So that is the first thing. And the second thing is that like the football matches that happen, where they wait for okay, let me tell you, say for example, any of the players who are there in the franchise, basically after they have played only 2 matches by the halfway stage, the teams, they can decide, the respective franchises can have a sort of a conference or whatever you call it, and they can trade the players. So basically it is like Mumbai Indians having some of the players who have played only 2 matches. They can actually say that, Chennai Super Kings can say we would like to get one particular player, and they can give it. So that is a new thing which is being introduced in the Indian Premier League, like what happens in soccer. So basically it's a sort of a trading which goes on if at all there are players on the sides who have played lesser, only more than, I think it's not more than 2 matches. So basically, so that will be like a sort of trading going on between the franchises, between the teams. So that is going to be very interesting because it will also depend on, it is like a horse, it will be like horses for courses, I would say. So basically, say for example, one of the team is really struggling, and then they see that one of the other teams has some players which they are interested in. It's just a sort of a trade-off. So basically, they say that you give us this player, we will give you this, something like that. So that is something which is going to be a new introduction. So I just wanted to touch on that. But now let's dive into the preview of this lung opener which is coming in the Indian Premier League, Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings. So let's look at the Mumbai Indians, because Mumbai Indians are the reigning champions, and they are led by none other than the most successful captain of the Mumbai Indians team, Rohit Sharma. Now, Rohit Sharma, as you know, whenever it comes to IPL, when I've seen he gets into some really good form, and that will be very, very interesting. And he definitely has to lead from the front, so that could be a nice battle for sure. Now, as far as the Mumbai Indians are concerned, they have Evan Lewis. Now, Evan Lewis, let me tell you, of late after coming into the West Indies team, he has shown what a devastating player he can be. And on his day, I can tell you for sure that Evan Lewis is someone who can hurt the opposition very quickly. So probably one can say that he is in a Chris Gale mode. He plays in Chris Gale mode actually, Evan Lewis. So Evan Lewis and Ishan Kishan, the wicketkeeper, who had a very nice IPL, as you would remember in 2017, will be the ones who will be opening the innings. I think it's a very strong combination. Well, Ishan Kishan is also a very good hitter of the ball. Evan Lewis is a natural striker of the ball. So Evan Lewis and Ishan Kishan will form a very formidable opening pair for Mumbai. So that is very strong for Mumbai Indians. Rohit Sharma himself, as you know, what he brings to the table. And then Surya Kumar Yadav, who is also an all-rounder, would get a chance to probably bat at number 2. And then they have those wealth of all-rounders coming in the form of Kieron Pollard, a big crowd puller, Hardik Pandya, and the Pandya brothers, Hardik Pandya and Krunal Pandya. And I think Pollard, and I think this greatly strengthens that middle order to a great extent. And then Mitchell McClenaghan has come in the team. So Mitchell McClenaghan is someone who can really bowl very well and can be quite pacey too at times. Their bowling will be in the hands of Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah, one knows what he can do with the ball and how miserly he can be. And then Mustafizur Rahman is the other one, so I think that's a good combination. But still feel the bowling department looks a wee bit weak according to me, the Mumbai Indians. And Rahul Chahar is the other one. But let's have a look at the Chennai Super Kings. Now, Chennai Super Kings is going to be led by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So he's back. So Chennai Super Kings are have made it back to the Indian Premier League. So that will be something which will be keenly seen, no doubt about it. So Dhoni would be very happy to lead the Chennai Super Kings once again after playing for Rising Pune Super Giants under Stephen Smith. Chennai Super Kings, their openers are Murli Vijay and Sam Billings. Murli Vijay, yes, he definitely plays it, but Sam Billings can really get that innings going for sure. And then they have the most experienced bat, Suresh Raina. Dhoni has a lot of Dhoni is someone who relies a lot on Suresh Raina and Ravindra Jadeja, and they have been pillars for Chennai Super Kings in the past. Not to forget Dwayne Bravo, who has also been a great pillar. And then they have Ian Watson, who's there, Kedar Jadhav, who's there in the mix, Dwayne Bravo and Ravindra Jadeja. I've already spoken about. Harbhajan Singh is the spinner, and Shardul Thakur and Mark Wood will be doing. Mark Wood would probably playing his first IPL, so it will be interesting to see as to how he copes up with Indian wickets. And I think we are going to have a good game. I mean, I'm looking at it, I would say the Mumbai Indians in the batting department are looking very strong, but in the bowling department, barring Jasprit Bumrah, Mustafizur to a certain extent, I think. Well, if you look at it, I don't think I would rather put it at even Stevens right now, because I think even if you look at the batting and the bowling, it's almost not much to choose from, I would say. So it should be an interesting match which is coming up. It is going to be played at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai is going to be absolutely jam-packed. There's no doubt about it. It's falling on a weekend. It's coming on a Saturday, and I'm sure one is going to see a lot of very interesting cricket being played. And as I said, this is the lung opener, the first match. At one end it is Rohit Sharma, the captain of the team. At the other end it's Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So one is waiting forward, or definitely waiting to see as to what transpires in the first match of the Indian Premier League 2018. And to me, It should be a real spectacle. Well, dear fans, I don't have much to talk about. So this is a very, very short preview that I wanted to bring it to you despite my sore throat here. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching cricket happenings. And as I said, your host Ram will always be there every day to bring you the cricket happenings on the Indian Premier League 2018. So I will be seeing you tomorrow with the first match summary of the Indian Premier League 2018 between reigning champions Mumbai Indians and Chennai superkings, who are back into the mix. Well, dear fans and subscribers, it's about time for me to bid you all a very good night.